This video is going to talk through the homepage of My Bridal. We've just done an update, which means we've added a few new features in. So a lot of the homepage stays the same as it always has done. So across the top, you've got the sale, payments, appointment requests and inquiries that are happening on that date. You've got the same sales graph, appointments chart, targets and conversion rates, and you can switch between monthly and weekly for those. And you can change the date, same as you always could do, in the top right hand corner, which allows you to kind of backdate and have a look what's gone on other days. The changes that we've put in place are the changes you can see at the bottom. So previously, all of these boxes at the bottom were taken up by the types of activity that's now displayed in here. So we had a box for sales, payments due, payments and inquiries. Now we've combined all that together and put it into this activity box now. So you can see I've got an inquiry in here, I've got a payment due and I've got a sale, and it's all there in one place. If you do want to split them out, you can use the filter option here. So say you did just want to have a look at your sales, you could go ahead, deselect everything else and it would just show you sales. And the same for everything else as well. So you can still look at them individual, but everything that's gone on that day will now be listed in this one box. That then created space to add in the other features that we've got here. So you can see starting over on the left hand side, we've added in a notice board. So this is just basically a text box that you can type in to leave messages for your staff to see. So anyone can type in this. It's as simple as clicking on it. So for example, if I click on this here, I can go through, I could change that from weekend to have the best Monday, and you just click publish and that will then update that. So any users you've got logged in on any devices, they'll all be able to see this notice board. The next part over here is notifications. So this will just show all sorts of different notifications that you've got on the system. So you can see displayed here, I've got an SMS alert, so telling me that I've run out of text basically, so it says no SMS balance. I can go ahead and I can click on this and it will bring me to the area of the system that I'm actually able to purchase more SMS credits. So if I come back to the home screen here, we can see that you've got app cancellations. So that means that when a bride has gone to confirm her appointment, she's then cancelled it. So you normally would just notice that on the appointment, you'd normally get the red line through it. So we've now done a display, so you'll see on here if any appointments get cancelled. It will stay here in the notification box until you clear it. The same for the SMS, until you actually add more text to your account or it refreshes each month and therefore you get your next month's credits. That will stay there. So any notifications will stay until you clear them. So if I then wanted to view this, I could click on the app cancellation. If I click on it, it will bring me to that appointment in the diary and you can see that it's been cancelled. Same as before, you can see that it has the red line down it, but it just means that when you're logging onto the system, you can actually see that the appointment has been cancelled. You can also see on here you've got appointment requests, so you can see that I have 2 appointment requests displaying down here. So that is anyone that's booked an appointment on your online booking systems, whether that actually is a request or whether they've booked it and it's gone straight into your diary, it will display here as a request. So you can go to those by clicking on them and it will then bring you to the point in the diary where that appointment has been added. Same as it did before, it will still display here in the appointment request section, so you can see the 2 requests that I've got and you can actually go ahead and you can clear those notifications. So if I clear those now, when we go to the home screen, you'll see that they've gone from the notifications section and you can see that those appointment requests have now been removed. So anything that's in the notifications section, you ideally want the notifications to be empty because everything wants to be dealt with. That then brings us over to the feed section here. So the feed section is a place where you can create posts and then you can communicate among your staff members. So you can see I've got a few different feed posts down here. So I've got one about a Christmas party, I've got one about new stock, and then I've got a birthday message. You can see that people have reacted to them, so I've got comments on them, and then I've got emojis that people have reacted. And you can see who's made the message and when it was done. So the feed will just stay there. So everything stays on the feed unless you are the author and you delete it, it will stay. So it's almost like a little mini Facebook. It just allows you to put posts. It will work, so basically the older they are towards the bottom and the newer ones go to the top. So you'll just constantly be able to scroll through all the items that are on the feed. So if you wanted to add one, you can just click the plus button and then the first option that you get is who do you want to see it, so what user groups you want. So if you create a feed item, a post for everybody, that is obviously everyone within your business, any users you've got added to My Bridal, when they log in, they'll be able to see this post. You also can create new user groups, so you can see I've got a managers group and a weekend staff group as well. So that means you can select certain users to be able to see this. So for example, if you wanted to create a post that just your managers could see, you would go ahead and you could create a user group for those. So if I did one for, I'll do managers again. So managers number 2. You then choose your users. So I've just added 3 for my business. So I could say, and if sorry comes here, Wendy. So you can add those in and create. And when I then want to publish this to a certain group, I can go to managers 2 and it will publish to those 2 users. So you then want to do a title for your post. So I'll do another birthday one. So happy birthday. You can put content on it in it, so any message you want. So wishing you the best day. And you can then go ahead and add any attachments that you want to this as well. So images, files, Excel files, Word documents, anything you want, PDFs, you can upload on here too, so people can actually access it. So also for stuff like training, it's quite useful. So you could upload any documents that you need people to read or any files that they need to complete. So you can go ahead, click the add button. If I go for this one and we go open, you can then see that it's uploading down here. When it's a bigger file, it takes a little while to upload, but once that has uploaded, it will then display on here. So you can just see it loading there. You've got a little picture of my dog on there. So that attachment has now been added. If I then create that, it will then get added, and you can see that post has been added to the timeline. If I was then a user and I've logged on and I've seen it, I can then click on it and interact with it. So you can react to it by just choosing an emoji. So I could do like love heart, eyes, or you could add a comment like, let's just say, so cute. And then we can go ahead and we can publish that comment. So you can actually have a whole kind of thread of people talking about whatever's on the post as well. So the other examples I've done down here, like Christmas party. So I just had people, can't wait, examples of drinks and stuff. And depending what user is then commenting or interacting, it will tell you who has made those posts. Same for new stock. So new stock item, oh my God, love it. So you can add anything that you want into here. So that gives you an overview of the new features that we have on the homepage, and hopefully that's been helpful for you.